I enjoy collecting games, but I also enjoy playing them. So I get excited when I can open up a brand new game. I love the process of removing the shrink wrap, opening the case up, and removing that disc, and inserting it into my PlayStation 5, only to have this happen. Time to free up more space. This often happens when I'm trying to update my digital games as well, especially when a new season of Fortnite comes out. The standard PS5 comes with less than a terabyte worth of space on the internal SSD. These are the games that fill up that SSD. But with some help from CoinDrop Custom's 4 terabyte SSD, I went from this to this. No more choosing games that you don't think you're going to play in the near future, so you can delete them now. That way it frees up space for games like Elden Ring or the newest version of Fortnite. Now you have all of the space that you'll ever need for all of these games. PS4, PS5, digital, whatever you need, you have the space for it, and I'm going to show you how to get it. Head on over to CoinDropCustoms.com. I'll put a link in the description below. Their tagline is pushing boundaries, defining performance, gaming innovated. CoinDrop Customs is all about elevating your gaming experience with custom-built PCs, innovative arcade cabinet internals, and high-performance SSDs, which is what I bought for my PlayStation 5. CoinDrop Customs does custom-built gaming PCs with multiple tiers, depending on what your budget is and what your plan is for your gaming PC. They specialize in solid-state drives as well, that you can put in a lot of different devices. In my case, the PlayStation 5, and they come in an assortment of different sizes. And if you have your own home arcade like I do, or if you plan on building one, they have arcade internals as well, which are PC systems that are built and designed to be installed into your custom arcade cabinet. And here you have some of their featured products, which I already discussed. And then at the bottom is a brief history of the company, how it started out as Silk Systems, which was an industrial and military-grade SSD manufacturer that later evolved into CoinDrop Customs because of their passion for not only gaming, but also technology. And while there are plenty of other alternatives out there like Amazon, Best Buy, or Newegg, CoinDrop Customs stands out above them in my eyes because of their dedication to the gamers. They're gamers themselves, and they want that experience to be the absolute best for the gamer. So definitely check out CoinDrop Customs. They're located in Arizona in the US of A, and the contact information is down there, coindropcustoms@gmail.com, and they have their phone number if you need to get a hold of them. Let's go back up to the solid state drive section, and I'll show you which one I ordered. I got the M.2 2280 NVMe SSD, which comes with a built-in heatsink. You can view the photos here and then use the pull-down menu to select your size. They offer 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, and 4 terabyte. I, of course, went with the 4 terabyte for the most space, which allowed the maximum number of games and DLC to be added. Add this to your cart, and then go up and click on the shopping cart icon. This will bring it into your shopping cart where you can double check that you have the correct size, check your quantity, make sure you have 1, and then your price is $2.30. Go to checkout, and then you can pay for your item. Once you get to the actual checkout, you can type in your delivery method, your payment, review and purchase. It's $5 for the shipping, so your total is $235 for 4 terabyte SSD with heatsink for your PlayStation 5. The SSD arrived in this mailer. It's very solid and sturdy. I'm going to show you some close-ups of it so you can see what it looks like before I place it into my PlayStation 5. Installation for the SSD is very simple. You only need your Sony PlayStation 5, unplug it of course, the SSD you ordered online, and a Phillips screwdriver. Note the corner where the PlayStation logo is in the upper right hand corner. Gently flip over your PlayStation 5. That logo will now be in the lower right hand corner on the bottom. You're going to be looking at the bottom faceplate. You want to grab this faceplate on the right hand side. Gently pull up on the lower right hand corner at the same time pulling back towards the left. So you want to pull up and left at the exact same time. You're basically sliding off the cover. Next, take your screwdriver and remove the 1 screw for the additional SSD cover. This is in the top portion of the screen here. There will be an additional screw and spacer on the far right inside of this compartment that you'll want to move over 1 spot to the left so your SSD can rest on top of it. Next, slide the M.2 NVMe securely into place on the left portion of the compartment and screw it down into that spacer. Once that's complete, you can put the SSD compartment cover back on and screw that into place. With the SSD properly installed, you can now slide on the bottom PlayStation 5 cover plate, which should snap back into place. Start on that lower right-hand corner and slide it left to right. It should snap right on securely, and once that's ready, you can format and load some games. Hook up your Sony PlayStation 5, power it on, and you'll be greeted with this message, letting you know that you need to format the M.2 SSD before you use it. Select Format M.2 SSD, and it shouldn't take too long. It says the read speed is 4363 megabytes per second. Click OK. Next up, you want to make the games automatically install on the new drive. So to do this, you need to go to Settings at the top menu bar, go to Storage, and then you want to go to the installation location. Now you can choose where your PlayStation 5 games, updates, and DLC install and download to, as well as your PlayStation 4 games, updates, and DLC. I'm going to make everything go to my new 4TB SSD to see how full I can get this thing. So select the M.2 SSD storage for both options. I previously had a 1TB external SSD for all of my PlayStation 4 games, but as you can see, that was also full. So I'm going to migrate all of this content over to my new 4TB SSD, so that way I won't need this external drive anymore. And you can see here the CoinDrop Customs 4TB SSD is completely empty. We're going to change that soon. And just to do an inventory, our console storage that came with the Sony PlayStation 5 is currently full. I'm going to start with adding Elden Ring along with the update to our new SSD drive. You're able to change the installation location here as well if you'd like. So I'm going to begin the process of installing all of my disc-based games as well as downloading all of my PlayStation 4 games, the PS4 to PS5 upgradable games, my PlayStation 5 games, the digital games, DLC, updates. Everything's going to be on my internal PlayStation 5 going forward. No more transferring games from my external to my internal. No more deleting games to make room for a new release or a new season of Fortnite any longer. So all of my content's going to be on my PlayStation 5 internally on either the native storage of the PS5 or my CoinDrop Custom 4TB SSD. If you want to transfer items from your external USB drive like I had to, go to Storage, select your USB extended storage, and then select Games and Apps. Next, click on the game and select Items to move. If you're moving to your new SSD, select Movable to M.2 SSD storage at the top, and then either select all at the top, or you can go down the list and individually select the items that you want to move to your new SSD. Then select the Move button and hit OK. This will take some time, but once complete, all of your content from your external USB drive will now be on your internal SSD drive. So after moving things around and eliminating my external USB, I now have over 70 games, DLC, updates, all added to my Sony PlayStation 5, and I actually freed up space on my console storage for future Fortnite updates and packed over 3 terabytes worth of content on my CoinDrop Customs 4TB SSD. And I still have over 600 gigabytes left for additional PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 content, games, DLC, updates in the future. I've been very impressed with my overall experience with CoinDrop Custom's 4TB SSD drive. It was easy to install, format, and get content added to it. CoinDrop Customs offers a variety of sizes and formats and provide a 3-year warranty. They provide excellent customer service and are very knowledgeable with all things gaming and will definitely get back to you if you have questions. And if you're interested in upgrading your PlayStation 5 storage, want to build a custom PC, or looking to put the final touches on your home arcade, definitely check out CoinDrop Customs to see if they can help take your gaming needs to the next level. And now that I got all these games loaded on my PlayStation 5 for easy access, I better get to gaming. I have a big backlog that I want to get to. But before I do that, I want to say thank you to all of you for watching the channel. I really appreciate your support, and let me know in the comments below if you have any questions about the drive or CoinDrop Customs. I put a link to their website and Facebook pages in the description below if you want to check them out. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel as it really helps the channel grow. And remember, we're in the endgame now.